everybody, it's the 2-5 cast. You got Mike here. I'm hosting episode 17, all that good stuff. Do you ever want to add the dates to these, Cam?
I think the dates we record them?
No, it'd be the date that gets uploaded.
Nah.
It's if you're wondering, was it March? Are we in March? Are we in April?
April
10th. April 10th. It's going up tomorrow. Yeah. How's he doing, Cam? How's he doing?
How's the man doing? I'm okay, man. I know I've talked about this a lot off air, but I think I got strep throat.
Yeah.
I used to
You sound like it. It's not bad. You were way worse when I saw you the other day.
Yeah, I was feeling not good.
Yeah.
I can actually eat. My issue beforehand was I couldn't eat or swallow anything. It hurt.
You just told me earlier off mic that you were a swallower. How are you swallowing then? Got him.
Yep, he got me.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because I want some context for that. Anyway, it's because I took a drink of water, and Mike's like, you better not spit that out on the mic. And I said, no, I'm a swallower.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Thanks for explaining the joke, dude.
Listen, I want context before you just throw out that I'm a swallower. I was just joking. It was a joke. Anyway, so
You weren't well.
I'm not well. Yeah, my
At least you're not dead.
My throat's swollen. It's been working out.
Yeah.
It's because
It's super dude, your neck is swole right now. Yeah. You getting them gains? Them sick gains, dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eating that protein.
Protein right in your throatin'.
Throatin' in your throatin'.
Yeah.
Or fuck, the other way around. Fuck!
Yep, you nailed it, dude. So at least you're not dead, which was my segue for the time you were almost shot.
Yeah, that was actually, the gun was actually pointed at me in case you didn't know that.
And then some heroic dude came in and took the bullet for you. No, what really happened?
What really happened is...
you were on the Metro, right?
I was on the Metro link.
That's going to give our location out real well. Never mind. Yeah, it's fine. Who cares?
Because I've done a lot of traveling, and a lot of places have Metro link.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not specifically Metro link, but maybe like a public transport that's like a sub-car.
It's a metropolitan linking you to other places.
And that's exactly what it is. That's why it's called Metrolink.
Oh, naming conventions, aren't they great?
So,
anyway,
no, we, as in myself and my sister, were coming back from a Panic at the Disco concert on Wednesday, which
I was there.
Mike was also at.
Yeah.
And it was probably around 10:30 or so, around 11. This event happened about 2 stations away, which was only, honestly, about a 15-minute ride anyway. Like, not even that, like 5 minutes. So there was a guy that jumped onto the Metro link from the station beforehand. And he jumped on last minute and got squished in the door.
Oh.
And people were like...
Dumb doors don't care, do they?
What are you doing? Like, just get on, get off. Pick one.
Yeah.
And
was he, a cat?
Apparently so. He tried to run like one. Fuck.
Scampering along.
Yeah. So, we left the station, and then I hear some kind of scuffing in the back. So there's like an entire cart, and that's kind of divided into 2 things. It has like a link in the middle. So when the car,
the Metro link is also linked to other metros. Sorry, go on.
Yes, but it has like a weird like a core so it can turn.
Right.
Yeah. So if you know how
trains work, come on.
Right.
Trains are hella old. Get with it. It's 2017.
Really.
Wake up, people. You sheeple.
So, we were in the front half of the last car. This was happening kind of in the middle of the back half of the last car.
Yeah.
And we
hear
some scuffle going on.
Bad stuff.
I look back. There's a fight going on. I totally blew
like
it
with
off.
fist?
Yeah, it was a fist fight. Yeah, it was totally a fist
Pop,
fight.
pop.
I blew it off because
whatever, people fight all the time.
Yeah, in high school there was a fight every day. Like
your school is rotten with let's just say there was weave all over those hallways.
Right. If there was only one fight in school, it was a successful day.
Yeah. The teachers applauded.
So yeah, I blew it off and was like, whatever, it's just a fight. I don't care. Turn around, look ahead, and then I hear things kind of calm down a moment later. So I look back to see if things are actually calming down. I see some people separating, and I look away, and then I hear a gunshot.
Oh.
And it was a smaller gunshot. I know nothing about guns, so don't ever fucking leave in the comments, what kind of gun was that? What do you think? I don't know. I got no idea. It was a smaller gun.
Yeah.
And We had actually stopped at the next station, 2 stations away from where my fucking car was parked.
You're like, just come on, can't get across the finish line, dude.
I know. We had stopped, and as the doors opened, as the gunshot went off, and then there was only like 50 people, like actually in the last car, the whole car itself.
Is running off from the end of the night, I bet.
Yeah, and we all got up and like got out. Everyone ran. But I did not run. I grabbed my sister's hand and just walked. Because the worst thing you can do, I don't know, like one of the worst things you can do is panic in a situation like that.
Yeah, you just got done panicking at the disco.
Right.
Yeah.
At the stadium.
You were all panicked out, dude. You were just like, dude, whatever.
Dude, whatever.
Dude, whatever.
So I had just grabbed my sister's hand and walked off. And my sister... she was freaking out a little bit when people were fighting.
Sure.
But then as soon as she heard the gunshot, she started panicking even more. And she was crying.
Question.
Yeah.
Did she go to the same school as you did?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Going on.
I don't know.
No, I was just curious.
I know. She was.
I was just wondering if it was like the school that you went to was just like,
I think the fight before the gunshot shook her a little bit because these were grown ass people on a public place.
Oh, guess what, honey? It doesn't end at high school.
I know, not some like little ass like fucking freshman kids that are fighting.
Yeah.
No, like it's grown ass people fighting.
Like, let's just say this: we don't hear stories about like freshmen sending other freshmen to the emergency room. Like
really?
Yeah. They got little baby fists. They only do a little baby damage.
You get these baby hands.
Just
you want these hands. That's what baby talks.
Yeah, that's a freshman for you.
That is accurate.
And it's also true because freshmen act like the hardest motherfuckers around.
Oh my goodness! But I feel bad saying that because it's like, oh well, I was a freshman at one point, but I was never like that.
Yeah.
I was just like, whatever. I'm in school. I'm here to fucking learn. And then go
you're
home.
gonna learn today.
I was here to learn, play my little instruments, and go home. And that was all I wanted to do. I don't give a fuck about trying to stand up to everybody else. Also, when I was a freshman, I was dating a senior, and all my friends were seniors. So maybe that's why I didn't feel like I had to act like anything.
Yeah, I
was already there.
Yeah,
I was already at the top.
You came in and you're like, I've arrived.
There. I kind of felt like that.
Yeah.
It kind of felt like that. And before we started dating before
So
school.
if you get any tips from the show, remember, just fuck a senior.
That's it. Just if you take away anything, remember.
Yeah, just
fuck a senior.
Just get with a senior. You know what? You
like
don't even have to put out. Just get with them. Just be like, yeah, take me to McDonald's or what the fuck you do as a high schooler dating. What do you do? Go to a mall and bother the people working there because that's what it feels like.
Yeah, boy, it sure does. I don't know. What did I do when I was a freshman in high school?
Wait, finish the story.
Oh yes, the story. Oh right. Sorry, it's kind of long. Anywho. We had walked off the Metrolink, and we stood off to the side, and somebody, ironically, in a different car, had pushed the emergency stop button, so the doors had closed. So there were still people sitting inside of the Metrolink car. Like, I felt really bad for these people. So we moved up towards the front, and people are telling the Metro driver, she's like a young lady, and I felt so bad. She's like, I just want to fucking do my job. Why do I have to deal with this? They're like, hey, someone got shot back here, and there was actually an officer, like a Metro officer, on the other platform.
Man, was this like a murder mystery? Like you're gonna find out the governor was also on the like the mayor of the town.
He was just downtown.
Yeah. You have a doctor, a butcher, the mayor of the town, a sheriff, or no, a detective. Help me round off the rest of this. A
concerned mother,
a convicted felon. Who's like everyone thinks it's him. Like he's the red herring. He's like, oh, it's the same MO as his last time he's killed, but no, he was actually innocent from both killings.
Yeah, and it's actually then a child with an ice cream cone.
Yeah.
Who did the killing?
Oh, okay.
Let's do that.
This is like very much so like when Maggie shot Mr. Burns in The Simpsons. Moving on.
I've never watched The Simpsons.
Okay, moving on.
Sorry. I could imagine it though. I know who Maggie is. The little baby.
Yep, little Banky.
The little baby. So there were people.
Good Banky noise, dude.
Thank you.
I'm gonna isolate that. Send it to the Foley library.
I tried.
Yeah. No, dude, you nailed it.
So we had there's a lot of commotion. There's people, officers everywhere. I'm trying to call my
Information
sister.
getting out.
I'm trying to calm my sister down. It was whatever. Before any officers had actually arrived, and I didn't even tell you about this because we were on the train, and I wanted to just move on.
Yeah.
I told my sister to wait near the front of the tram because in the outside there was two guys standing outside on the phone, and they're probably on the phone with police.
Yeah.
But I actually walked back there to
Bunch
see.
of narcs.
I didn't want to know like. Well, yeah, someone got shot.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Listen, man.
As I turned around to walk back there was a dude in a red jacket and a red backpack and a black jacket running the opposite direction, who's probably the guy who shot him, which actually makes sense because that was the guy who jumped on last minute. I looked this up later.
Yeah.
I looked this up the other day so I could see what happened.
A regular Clark Kent over here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I know. Fucking rip off my glasses.
Yeah, and now you're like, I can't see.
What? I had walked back to the back tram to see if anything had actually happened, and there was a guy laying on the ground, shot in the chest. And I saw that.
Yeah.
And I
You
feel
didn't do CPR? You didn't make out with him?
I couldn't. The doors were locked.
Oh.
There was no one.
Oh, that's a very like Walking Dead moment where you're like, no, and then you see him slowly get up. Like, "Argh."
And then they're like, "Go, lady, go!"
Yeah.
Fucking book up the Metrolink.
Where's Clem?
So Clem's sister,
Ben.
literally.
Yeah.
Fucking yes. So who am I, Lee? Because I kept my shit cool the entire time.
Sure. I'll let you be Lee.
Thank you. I had I saw that and it was, I don't know. I wasn't.
We'll find out in a couple of years how that affected you in therapy.
Yeah, that's something that concerns me. Anyway, yeah. So the guy it's like the last part sucks. We didn't end up leaving the fucking metro till like 1 a.m. because police were like, we need to interview people, and we sat there, and the guy ended up dying, which sucks. He was 18.
That sucks, dude.
Yeah, it fucking really was. My sister was like really traumatized by this. Like she was very shaken. She was like, "There's no way I can go to school tomorrow."
Okay, maybe not that far, but there's a bit of rightfully so. I feel like it doesn't happen every day. Someone dies. Life is precious. All that.
Like witnessing how fragile we are. But my issue is issue is with me.
Yeah.
Because I feel nothing about this, and maybe that's the way.
But
I
also,
deal with it.
I understand you because like life also goes on. I'm very like cynical when it comes to death.
Yeah.
And as anyone who hangs out with me long enough knows, I just do dead dad jokes because my dad is dead.
Yeah, I know.
And me and Jackie are
you and
fucking
Jackie
champions.
Do it,
yeah.
and I'm just like, oh, I don't want to laugh, but it's kind of funny.
So I mean, like, I also get it, and like. I would also acknowledge, like, I was probably never in any real danger. So, like, freaking out about it's like people are going to die left and right of you all day, throughout your life. Like,
that's how I felt about it. Cause I was like, oh, okay, well, this is a thing that happens. People do this, and people suck.
Yeah.
And people get shot and die.
Honestly, though.
Get shot and die.
Get shot and die.
They get shot, and then they die.
Get shot or die trying.
Number 2.
Honestly, though.
The Squeakquel.
Yes, Squeakquel. Is that the Alvin and Chipmunks title for their second movie? The Squeakquel?
Yes,
okay.
It is. Featuring Frankie Muniz.
Yikes. I want to reiterate, rest in peace, that person. It always sucks when people are taken away too early.
Yeah, that is very tragic.
But yeah, I don't know. The concert was good.
The concert was very good.
It was really good. First concert for me.
Yeah, Mike's first concert ever. How'd you feel about it?
Dude, the concerts are loud.
Yeah.
They're very loud.
Very loud.
Cassie actually, so Cassie's the one that took me. Last year I bought me and her tickets. It got rained out. It was really kind of upsetting because it was also Weezer was there. And I also like Weezer.
Yeah, I like Weezer too.
And it got rained out. I got her tickets refunded. I think we ended up, maybe we did something else with the money. Like I was like, I'll just take you to dinner or, whatever. And then for my birthday, she's like, hey, they're doing it again in April. I'm taking you. And so we ended up going. We missed the first show just because, like, dude, traffic was fucked getting there. There was, like, a choice I was making.
That's why I took the Metro.
Yeah.
Thinking that was going to be a good idea.
Yeah. It worked in that regard. You fucking nailed it.
Yeah, I know.
But, like, I had a decision. I was like, I can turn right now and be on my way over to where Cassie lives, or I could go home. I was gonna wear my Punch More Nazi shirt because I feel like Brendan Urie would appreciate that.
Yeah, be something to do.
And I then would just get back on the road and go home. But like, no, that was not gonna work out because I saw as I was going down, I saw that the other side was just stuck, and I'm like, yeah, there's no fucking way I would be able to do everything I want to do and be there at a reasonable time. And I still showed up like super late, and we missed the first set. Yeah. But I also turns out who are they? How are they?
Same hotel.
I'm just not crazy for them. It's just not my brand of music.
See, and I was shocked a little bit when you said you didn't care for it because it's very like jazz. Like it just seemed like something that you'd be interested in. But I'm surprised you don't like it. They kind of are a little bit like Mr. Wives, but more jazzy.
I feel like I don't like jazz.
Okay.
Because as I learned from Legend of Zelda, that game is a bad game to do a Let's Play of. And I said this at work that game is a champion, masterful artist of negative space. It is tons of empty moments that are like that almost emphasize the moments of something's happening. And I'm not saying like, oh, the moment to moment gameplay is bad. It's really good because you're like getting really familiar with the world around you. And you're climbing up high, and then you're hang gliding down, and you're just getting a beautiful vestige of what Hyrule is, and it's a good time, but there's just not a lot to talk about. And jazz, and the reason why I thought of this is because I also found this realization why I don't like a lot of screamo or heavy metal is because those songs are dense with music. There's not a whole lot of like moments where it's just like it's hard to describe without putting songs next to each other, but like I started listening to a song called Our Perfect Disease by the Wombats. And
I like them.
Yeah, it's that song in particular is it's like got its motion, it picks up, and then it picks up harder and higher, and then it drops back down, and then it does it again, and then it finishes the song. Like it's a very like it goes up and down and up and out, and like from the little music I've listened to, like obviously I'm not out seeking a music genre that I've kind of learned that I'm not interested in.
A fucking hipster.
Whatever. I hear a lot of the songs and they're just like they're dense, and I'm not always into that.
I could see your point.
Right. And jazz is like very like it's got a rhythm, but I feel like it wants to constantly be doing that rhythm. It's especially freeform jazz, dude. That's I need patterns. I need it bad. But anyway, show was good. For those who are listening to this and are because they're still touring, I don't want to give away any like quote unquote spoilers to the show. So if you're not interested in hearing that, we got about like 10 more minutes left in the episode. We'll just thanks for chilling out. But dude, when he did that fucking backflip, I lost my fucking mind.
I know. I was like, what is he doing?
Yeah, like I looked at the screen above, and he was like doing like a little pose, and I'm like, oh, that's like a good pose. Like if they were doing a music documentary, they would like cut to that pose and like slowly like drift in or pan or whatever, and then he just fucking flipped, and then everyone lost their goddamn minds. Everyone was shouting. Yeah. I told Cassie that like the times I'm not able to get out of bed because of depression, I don't care as long as that energy is going towards Brendan Urie.
Yeah, please have this.
Yeah, because he did like a solid hour's work of just like his whole set was just like an hour's long, right? I feel like if
it
not
was a
just
more than that.
Oh, okay,
it was like an hour and a half or so.
Oh, really? Okay, then I gauged time wrong. But holy shit, dude. I think he only had like a couple reprieves, like when he went to the back and he got kidnapped and he was being fucking brainwashed by the guy from Fall Out Boy.
Pete Wentz.
Yeah, Pete Wentz.
I was shocked.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck,
yeah.
Pete Wentz?
And then he became the devil and then sang a sad song that made everyone cry. But like that was only like probably not even a 10-minute break, like a 5-minute break.
Yeah,
He's probably just like dousing himself in water.
probably.
Yeah, just because I don't know.
It's
Dude
hot.
was everything. Yeah,
He
and
is hot.
dude is hot.
Oh
He's
my
attractive.
gosh. His wife is gorgeous as
Yeah.
well.
Um, I and he just did everything too. He played piano on a bunch of different songs. He did the drums, which was really cool. I told you that I was just waiting for him to fucking drop kick the saxophone player and just start playing that as well.
Yeah.
I don't. So here I'm of two minds. It was super cool to be surrounded by a bunch of Panic at the Disco fans, and we're all singing along. But I also
Yeah.
I would love to just hear like Brendan,
Just
Yuri,
him.
just him. But I also get that whenever I'm in my car. So like whatever.
One of my favorite. Sorry, keep on.
No, I'm
One of my favorite things about going to concerts and why I love concerts so much is that moment, that choral moment of everyone singing at one time.
yeah.
Like, that is one of my favorite things. That is the one thing that gives me chills because everyone singing, like, there's just so much soul and heart put into the words that are being sung. Like, as the artist, like, writing it, like, this is gospel.
Right.
Like, this is gospel. That was beautiful.
Yeah, I cried.
Yeah, I teared up a little bit.
It fucked me up when the glitter was coming down. It was like doing a little spiral action. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
I was also a little tipsy, so I was
yeah.
fucking
You're in
wild.
another dimension.
I
I
was
don't even know
wild.
how a concert while drunk is. That just sounds. Whew.
I was having a good time, man.
Yeah, I bet.
I was like,
Your Snapchats were saying so.
my sister was like, "What the fuck is going on?" And she was like, "I've never."
With you?
Yeah, because she was next to me
Yeah.
as I was drinking, and she was like, "Do you need me to drive?" I was like, "I don't know, maybe."
Will you drive the metro car? Excuse me, Lee. I'm gonna take over.
But I don't know. She's like, "I've never seen you like this." I was just a little bit fun. It was
Yeah.
a little fun. I felt good.
Okay.
I downed a limerita. So
Yeah.
I don't
Oh,
know.
look at you.
They have a lot of alcohol content. They have like 8%
Yeah, dude.
alcohol content. Anyway, but no, it was like that moment of This Is Gospel
Mm-hmm.
when the artist wrote that song and it means a lot, and then people are singing it. Like it means a lot to them,
yep.
and then everyone
In
else
their
in
own
the
different
room.
context.
Yes, and then like I said, there's just so much passion, and that's the stuff that gives me chills, and that's why I love concerts so much. Like that moment of when everyone is singing at one time, and you can hear it, and like that you can hear the heart of the artist and their fan base.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of my favorite things in the world, and I don't know. I've gone to a lot of concerts, and that's always been my favorite thing. And in those moments, I'm actually not singing because I want to listen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
so
dude.
good.
It was just a really fun time.
Was it everything you wanted it to be?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like, dude, we were in the car because I was like, dude, I could get some energy in me, and we were in my car, and
Got me, car.
oh ma, and we were listening to Golden Days, which is probably my favorite song of theirs, and I was getting goosebumps. So you could fucking only imagine what was happening to me when he was actually singing it, and it like
Yeah.
that going back to Negative Space, that song is like it's building up, and just fucking drops. And then it does when the colors start to fade, that portion of the song, like it just drops and it like slowly starts building back up. Yeah, dude, it fucks me up every time.
I'm doing no justice to the song.
Yeah,
at all.
you're gonna get copyrighted ID, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, robots, they're here to stop us." Anyway,
Whoops.
no, I'm joking. It was pitch perfect, dude. Nice.
So thank you. Thank you.
It was a very surreal moment for that song for me. Like, yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's really nice. I also was a little surprised when they were handing out the colored hearts. Did you get
Yeah.
one?
No. What the fuck? Was I supposed to show my gay card or something?
No, when I walked into the entrance, someone just handed me a heart.
Yeah, no, dude.
I didn't. I wanted to know, like, I was curious if that was something that a fan base, like some fans in St.
yeah.
Louis did. They just got there early.
But he
and did
said,
it.
like, during
Or-
the thing, he's like, "Yeah, put those hearts back up." I wonder if it was like,
I wonder, or if it was him.
yeah, oh yeah, that's
I want to
true.
know, like, who planned that? Like, whose idea was that?
Yeah, but like,
Well, I
me
mean-
and Cassie both have fucking undercuts. Like, how much more gay do I need? Like, and I was thinking about the security guards. Like, you got to think there's a couple at least like one or two who are homophobic, and they're just like, "Fuck these gay kids."
It's gonna be the beer guys.
Yeah,
So no, but
the
there's people.
barkers.
There's people down in the front that he could see that
Yeah.
had the colored hearts, so he could see them. So he could have said like, "Oh, put the colored hearts back up," because he could see that. Oh, jeez. That the people in the front had the hearts.
Mhm.
That's why I was like, I'm curious as to who planned that. because that was a really good idea.
It was super cool.
And that was like, I don't know, it was almost like a tribute to just like
the people that were lost to
every LGBT person that's ever been lost because they've been lost,
or because of hate crimes, or
just what a tragedy. And of course, like I could believe that he planned that because the picture in the background was like every gay, like it was a lot of gay celebrities, or like at least queer celebrities somewhere in the spectrum. So it could have been him that planned that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was very
cool. It was cool. Very colorful. I loved it. I just wish I could have been part of it. My phone was also at 7%, so maybe I couldn't have. Battery died.
Be in the moment. Enjoy it. Did you record a lot?
No. Again, my phone was at 7%. Like I'm not huge on taking pictures. I
didn't want to view the concert through my lens.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't want to say that because I don't want to be like shaming people who do that kind of thing.
Not, but
but like, yeah, I want to. I don't want to forget things, but I want to be reminded of things. Like, I want to have this conversation with you again, like in a year, and we're just like talking about it because that's a very cool moment as well. So,
as I mentioned, the last time I saw Panic at the Disco, I was 11. I was like 11 years ago. I was like 10. Yeah, I was with a mutual friend that you and I share, or whatever, that old family friend.
Yeah. Cassie was pissed because he kept doing that fucking voice shit, and she's like, "I want more albums from you, but you're destroying your voice by doing the where he goes really high pitch and."
Yeah. Not the fact that he like smokes or anything.
I mean, whatever, dude. You gotta have your vices.
Listen, I think I've seen a lot of his like live stream stuff before, like stuff that he just does on like, I don't know, like whenever he streams, he does like a lot of like practicing on piano and just streams that.
Yeah,
I've seen a lot of the stuff that he's done there, and he does like a lot of vocal exercises and warm ups to make.
Yeah, he's gotta.
And like I pretty distinctly remember Panic at the Disco and Brandon Urie 11 years ago could never do that. Like he's worked up to that. So I think he keeps it flexible.
Also, like
think about the whole entire Fever You Can't Sweat Out. It's just like da na 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 na. Like it's very childlike.
Dude. Speaking of that, I think I was about to bring up the thing you said. There's a part where it sounded like old or young Yuri in the background, and I'm just like, I wonder if that fucks him up because he's like, that's not me anymore, man. That's not me.
Yeah, I know.
Where'd that voice go? I'm still here.
I know. There's an interview where the interviewer is like, I'm going to give you a song title, and I want you to sing part of it, and I want you to sing it in the way that it reminds you. And she gave him, what's that fucking popular song that, like, when people know? What is the name of the song?
We've done this before.
I know.
We've done this exact bit.
Anyway, that song, like, if anyone knows Panic at the Disco, like, the one song that everyone knows.
Right.
I guess goddamn door. Fuck, who knows? Whatever.
No.
He sang it in like such a weird fucking tone.
Like, really?
It was so funny. And so she asked him why, and he's like, because he's like, I was young. He's like, and I thought I really knew how to sing, and I thought it was cool, but I didn't. And I was like, he just acknowledges that like he wasn't that great as like when he was younger. It was really, really good.
Who knows? Like we'll probably be saying the same thing about us. Like years later, we're like, dude, we didn't know how to like do a podcast. We were just doing a thing, and we were just like, whatever.
Yeah, no. It was also interesting because he sang Miss Jackson in like a reggae style.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It was kind of cool just to like listen to.
Is it on a Fever You Can't Sweat Out?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking it up because I'm curious
now. No, it's
now.
okay. What's your favorite Panic at the Disco album?
Albums are hard for me because I only listen to a couple of songs out of it. So like whole albums are, it's just weird for me to.
Yeah, I own every single album, but
it was I Write Sins Not Tragedies. So
yeah, I was like, God damn it, what's that fucking song? Like it's very funny, like watching. It was like fucking Panic at the Disco time. It is funny watching him like in videos because he's always like talking and interacting, and like he hates doing that song, but it seemed like he really, really enjoyed it. But I was actually like really surprised that he wasn't talking as much. He just pretty much got up there and sang. And it was good. It was a good time. I
loved it. Unfortunately, time's up. I think me and Cam we're really into this conversation, so we're gonna keep talking. But we're gonna put it up on our Patreon as extras. So if you want to hear us ramble on more and more about Panic, and I'm probably gonna bring up Fall Out Boy next, come check us out over there. It's probably like I think $3 for extras. I don't know, 3 5. So, well, thanks guys for listening to us. that's going to be it for episode 17.
17.
17. Bye.
Bye.